Hello, let's create a trouser band or a skate band. They are just the same method. They just the same method to creating them. So first, you need to have your trouser block or your skirt block. So here we have the trouser block. We have the front side, which is the CF side, and the back side, which is the CB side. So we have the front and back here. So these are the side is a dart from our waist shaping. You know how to do waist shaping. So this, we start, look at where I'm pointing, start marking your band from your waist. So you need to know if you want a 1-inch band, 1.5, 2 inches, as the case may be, as you want it. So here, I want to make a 1.5-inch band. So from the waist, I'll start marking 1.5. I'll do this till I get to the CB. You mark 1.5. Remember that on this you can see 3 dots. One for the CF, one for the side seam, and one for the back. You trace all your dots and close it on your paper after tracing it out. So you see how we close it. But you trace all your dots. Remember, this is for illustration purpose. So you close all your dots as I'm marking it here. Then after marking the width of the dart you want, like I said, I want 1.5. So I've marked 1.5. So I will connect all those dots together and cut it out. For this illustration, I will trace it out. But you cut it out because you're going to cut it separately from the trouser and attach it back to the trouser. And once you cut anything from your trouser, you are adding sewing allowance to attach it back. So now this is our waistband. Now we have our trouser waistband. Then you cut it out. But for this illustration, I will trace it out. So I'll use tracing wheel and trace the band. Watch, I will see where I started. Trace it from here. Because the CB dart is not part of your garment again. Darts are not part of your garment. Even on your trouser, you are going to sew it down. So you cannot just leave it. So in your band, once you don't close it on your band, your waist will be bigger. So have you seen where I traced? So that's where I started to mark for the CF. You trace them out. It as well choose not to cut your band on your main trouser and fold it in so to use your trouser again for something else. So I do it a lot. I use my trouser to create different design. I can use one pattern to create 20 different designs without cutting it. So I'll just fold it in instead of cutting it out so that I can use it for another design that I want that involves the full trouser without the band going off. So, or you can still tape if you cut it out, you can still tape it down. So after that, you label this very well so not to mix the front and back together. So the down part is where you attach back to your trouser. This down part is where you attach back to your trouser. So important you write it down, you label your band properly. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos. I post quite educative videos. But if you want to know how to make your basic bodies, your basic skirts, it's on this channel. Check it up. So here we'll continue cutting. After cutting, you tape the excess. Watch what we are doing. So here, see, obviously it's the same thing as the waist, having the darts. But remember, you're going to close your darts on your trouser. So all the darts on this block, you close it up this way and tape it down. That's you're cutting that way, so it's going off. You're going to cut from this side seam down. So this side dart is going off. So this dart on the CB, you close it up. Dart on the CF, you close it up. And use your masking tape, your sellotape, your paper tape, and tape it down. So you have closed it. So you just bend this in, that sharp edge, just bend it in to have a smooth curve. So this is your band. You close every dart. You know, this is for your illustration purpose. You close every dart on your band. Close it, because on your trouser you're going to sew it down. So when attaching it back, you won't have it there. So you close it. If you're going to have, now for this, if you're going to have, you know, this is half of your trouser, half of your waist. So if you're going to have your zipper at the center front, you cut the center back on fold. If you're going to have your zipper at the back, you cut your center front on fold. So if you're going to have your zipper by the side, this one here is by the side. You close your center front and center back. You tape it together and open this side. So here we have cut it. We cut the actual paper. This is 1.5. We cut it on a paper, on an interfacing. Then iron down interfacing on your fabric and gum and add your sewing allowance, as you can see here. So we're going to sew on the sewing allowance here. Just watch closely what she's doing. The paper, the interfacing here is the width of the band. The spaces between the two spaces is the sewing allowance. So we just sew there. So you just sew the sewing allowance. So it's very easy. Don't sew on the white parts. Don't sew on the white parts. Just sew. If you want to learn how to make your trouser, so after sewing, have you seen we top stitch this? So we're going to top stitch on the inner side of the band. This is the main, the one that is facing, the one you're going to, the one that will be seen. This side is inside, so you should stop stitching on the inner part of the band, so I can lay fast. So this is your bind. You take it to your ironing table and iron. This has a proper iron. Have you seen it's taking the shape of the waist? Is curvy, not straight, it's curvy. So if you look closely under your band, you see this is the shape, and the shape of the waist too. So this will clink on the waist and not gap. So here the inner sewing allowance for the inner part has been ironed down, as you can see. So we're going to sew the other part to your waist. Use the inner one to cover it, then sew. Watch closely how we do it. But you iron this on your machine. So have you see we have pinned down this part to the trouser to attach it back. Just using the 0.5. Can see. Watch how she sew it. Just sew the sewing allowance, not on the white parts. Don't sew on your interfacing. So gently sew. Can see what she's doing. if you want to learn how to make a pocket that fits very well, just drop a message or a comment on the comment section and I'll make a video on that. Please like this video, share, comment, follow us, and this is a way of encouraging me to make more videos. If you engage in the one that I did, I will make more. So have you seen this side? See the iron parts. This is facing outside, and you iron this properly. You take it to your ironing table and iron. So to sew this, you sew in between the band and the trouser, that stitch line there, but you open it so that your stitches will be concealed. Watch how I sew this. You open it, you use your hands to open the space there and sew in between, and the iron part that you have on the lining side will catch it. So you gently sew in between that space. If you look close, it will catch the wrong side, the inner part of it. So you open, use your hand, drag it open. If you look close, you will not be seeing the stitches, or you need to look close it in order to see it. You open and sew. So that the stitches will be concealed. And this way you have a neat band. Before you do this, iron your trouser, the band, properly. Then you start sewing. So, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Enjoy the video. And voila, this is the finished work.